Pregnancy, labor, birth and delivery is such a spiritual encounter. In the middle of all the shenanigans, when things are getting out of hand, I often forgot to pause and pray. We don't have a lot of doulas that are Africans. I feel like at this point in my life, there's nothing that I cannot do. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kosi here again. How are you? If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the community. Thank you for joining us. So good to have you here. And if you are an OG, a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? What do you do? I hope you've been keeping safe since my last upload. So in my last video, I promised that I'll come back here and do a follow-up video itemizing the things that my doula, my postpartum and labor and delivery doula did to make sure that we had a successful unmedicated VBAC. It means a vaginal birth after cesarean section, and I wouldn't have been able to do it successfully without the help of our doula. If you've been following me for a while, you know that we had a baby in November of 2023, and I feel like I have not spoken enough about how much of a miracle that birth and delivery was, because God really showed up. The devil tried, but it's not for the grace of God. So are you excited? Do you want to know if investing in a doula for your next birth and delivery is a good idea? Then don't go anywhere. We'll get into the gist in a bit. So doulas specifically are able to provide you with either labor and delivery support or postpartum support, or both. Many people like to shy away from using doulas because they feel like it's too expensive. Yes, I know it's expensive, especially if you live in a place like Canada where healthcare is pretty much free. Having to pay out of pocket for doula services can be a hassle. But we were very intentional. We started saving on time because we knew it was something that we really wanted to do if we wanted to make sure that our VBAC was going to be successful. For us, our preference would have been a doula of African descent, someone that understands the African way of childbirth, someone that was also of similar faith in terms of belief in God. But there are very few doulas where I live. So for context, I live in Calgary, Alberta. We don't have a lot of doulas that are Africans, so the choice was very limited. But as soon as I met my doula, we did the interview, I just knew that I wanted to go with her because she's so amazing. So doulas basically provide you with physical, mental, emotional, informational support. But if you find a doula that's amazing, they can go above and beyond to even do more than that. They're not midwives, neither are they nurses or doctors, but you might find some nurses that are actually doulas. That's like 2-in-1, which is perfect. My doula drove all the way from her house at 1 a.m. when I went into labor, and she stayed with us, labored with us in the house, which was my wish, and drove with us to the hospital and stayed with us in the hospital until baby came. And with her help, you know, we labored in the house as long as possible. When we got to the hospital, we started labor at about 1 a.m. We got to the hospital like past 6. Baby came just at about 8 a.m. So it was less than 2 hours after we arrived at the hospital. And when we got to the hospital, I was already like, what, 8 centimeters? So I didn't have to use epidural because I didn't want to use epidural. And going to the hospital at that time, I felt like if the doctors had offered me epidural, I was going to jump and accept it. But because I hadn't gotten past the point where they could administer epidural, I just had to soldier on all to the end, you know, up until 10 centimeters, up until when the baby finally came. My doula was saying all the right things. She was suggesting different pain management strategies that are unmedicated. I had so much positive energy around me. You know, the things that she was saying, my husband was beginning to see them. You are strong, you can do it, relax. When my muscles were so tense, she would tell me when to relax, when it was time to shower, when it was time to pee, things that I could do to help labor to progress naturally. She provided all of that support. Another amazing thing that she did is that she stuck to our birth plan as much as possible. We did not want any medication. We also did not want to do a repeat C-section, and she did everything within her power to make sure that that was possible. Pregnancy, labor, birth and delivery is such a spiritual encounter, so I wanted all of us to be on the same spiritual wavelength. As much as my doula is not Christian, the amazing thing that she did is that, you know, in the middle of all the shenanigans, when things are getting out of hand, I often forgot to pause and pray. I was praying in my mind. So what our doula was doing, because I had told her praying was very important to us, she was reminding us at every specific point when it was time to actually pause and pray. When my brother came to the house with his wife to take care of our toddler, she said, okay, this is a good time to pause and pray. and we paused and we prayed. When we got to the hospital, just before we entered the labor and delivery room, she said, okay, do you guys want to pray? She was not in our space. She allowed us to do what we wanted to do as long as we wanted to. And another thing that she was doing that I did not even realize that we needed was she was taking pictures, of course with our own permission, right? She asked us at the beginning and we said go for it. Now when all of it was over and baby was here, she sent us those pictures. I almost gave her a hug through the phone because it was so beautiful, remembering all of the things that happened while looking at the picture, having the pictures for references. One more thing that she did that I'm really thankful for is that she was able to work with our budget. So we told her, hey, we really want to use your services, but this is what we have for as a budget. And she was willing to work with our budget and customize the services to fit what our budget could accommodate. She did not compromise on the level of quality and attention she gave to us because of our budget restrictions. She came in, gave her full 100%. And then after baby came, the first couple of days when things are a little bit out of place, she came, helped with support. She was helping with the dishes, she was helping do laundry, she was even cooking at some point, providing me with lactation support because again, baby came early, so my supply was a little delayed. She brought me bone broth. You know, she did all she could do to make sure that I was feeling supported and well settled, and that she was doing all of this from a place of experience, and she was doing them so happily. So thumbs up to my doula. She's super amazing. I'll use her all over again if I had to, and I'm so grateful that we're able to use a doula because between my husband and I'm sure would have given up halfway. So have you used a doula before? What was your experience like? What motivated you to use a doula? Are you considering using a doula? What are your concerns? What are your fears? What are your worries? What are you hoping to achieve with your doula? Let's continue the conversation in the comment section, okay? And to all my mamas out there, we are strong. We are strong. Our bodies do amazing things. I feel like at this point in my life, there's nothing that I cannot do. Like if my mind is made up, there's absolutely nothing I cannot do. If you enjoyed watching today's video, do not forget to thumbs up, like the video, do not forget to share because there is love in sharing, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you know when I have videos like this again in the future. Thank you for watching up until this point. You are the real MVP. Till my next video, take care of yourself, stay safe, and always remember to be kind. Goodbye.